My name's Thomas Moore. I go by Buzz, and I'm the secretary of the St. Louis Food Truck Association. Well, the Food Truck Association started many years ago, about 10 years ago. At that time, there was only about 7 or 8 trucks, as I understand it, in the association, or in the St. Louis area.
In 2011, there wasn't a food truck industry. It was a lot of people going, well, what's that? Restaurants thinking that they're going to get robbed of business. Just overall very hesitant of the community to accept this as a thing. But of course, that wasn't the case, and food truck community has grown to over 140 trucks in the St. Louis area. My name is Brian Hardesty. I'm the managing partner of 9 Mile Garden. So it's a food truck garden. What that means to us is a place for food trucks to come on a daily basis for lunch and dinner and serve the community.
Well, actually 9 Mile kind of saved my business during COVID because everything else dried up, and if it wasn't for them, I probably would have closed.
For a while we had to shut down for about 2 months. We had to reinvent ourselves, and we were one of the first trucks that started visiting neighborhoods. Kind of joked around and we called it Won't You Be Our Neighbor, after Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. And that's kind of what kept us afloat for quite a while until we could start going back to some type of normalcy. And then we started visiting 9 Mile Food Truck Park.
At first, and we were on total shutdown. So you had to have the resources capital to make it through 2 months of non-activity. And then as they opened up the restaurants to curbside, we worked with the City of St. Louis Health Department to ensure that food trucks were considered curbside, that we, in a national disaster, are one of your best food providers possible. Not only are we covered by all health departments, but we're able to go to where the masses are.
Oddly enough, COVID accentuated the ability of food trucks to be able to service people in that kind of environment. I think that restaurants have come to understand that food trucks complement the restaurant industry in St. Louis rather than are something to kind of take away.
Trucks are becoming more relied on than they were in the past.
People here in St. Louis love different food. Of course, people go to chains, but they really like restaurants, food trucks that are local to them. So that's a big thing, and that's a big reason for our success with the truck.
The thing I think that draws people to food trucks is that it's open air and the variety. There's so many different varieties of food.
I find it exciting. I love to see people's faces when they taste the food. So yeah, it's very rewarding.
People just get excited about them. Still, we'll have lines of people at food trucks every night for dinner. So, that hasn't changed. In fact, I think it's growing.
And I'd say what I'd like to say to the public is thank you for coming out to the food trucks all through COVID and keeping the local small businesses in operation.